And they're off. Quest of Glory in the red, white, and blue. Out front early on this Independence Day was Zip the Lip, the favorite. Early Speed on the inside and Championship Alley on the outside. And Get Lit is fourth of the four. Quest of Glory just to the outside of Zip the Lip down to the rail pressing. And it's Championship Alley in pursuit from third. And Get Lit not far from the front runners now. Zip the Lip down at the rail, working perhaps ahead in front from Quest of Glory on the outside. And Championship Alley three wide. And coming up four wide is Get Lit, launching a wide rally and all the way up now to second. And as a matter of fact, has come to claim the lead. Get Lit around the far turn. Get Lit 3 furlongs from home. The opening quarter went 23.88, and so it is Get Lit who breaks free. Opens up now 2 lengths on Championship Alley and Zip the Lip in Quest of Glory. They turn for home a half mile and 47.20, quarter to go at Pimlico. And the outside there is Get Lit still going strong at Championship Alley, and Zip the Lip on the inside is fighting and coming back for a little more in the final furlong. Zip the Lip resilient on the inside, so too Championship Alley in between horses. Get Lit has lost the lead with a 16 to go to Championship Alley. Championship Alley, Championship Alley beating Get Lit. And then it was Zip the Lip in Quest of Glory. And they're off. No Fooling Dude, Self-Awareness, and More Twirl all out for the early advantage. And Dragon Moon away running in the fourth spot, and Commanding General and Doobie trailing the field some 6 to 7 off the pace of Self-Awareness, the favorite. Self-Awareness 3 parts of a length just off the inside. More Twirl still has the rail, and No Fooling Dude is in third. The Dragon Moon and Commanding General and Doobie on the outside, not far from the front. Starts a bit of an advance to the back of the pack within 4.5 of the leader. Into the turn, and it's Self-Awareness, third opening quarter mile in 23.55. Has it a little more than a length from No Fooling Dude. Doobie, then More Twirl and Dragon Moon and Commanding General. They're racing to the top of the stretch now. Self-Awareness, No Fooling Dude, Doobie in the far outside. Half mile in 46.52. Self-Awareness trying to hold for another furlong and a half. Ridden along. Doobie on the outside, firing up, and No Fooling Dude is in between horses too. 3 chances, 1 furlong left to go. No Fooling Dude from in between horses, very game. Self-Awareness down to the inside. Doobie on the outside, still there. It's No Fooling Dude from Self-Awareness and Doobie and Commanding General. And they're off. Gleam getting Ballyhoo Prince with a good beginning. Here is Anti-Poison on the inside. Cosmicality breaks all. And also Honey Island is up close too. The far outside is Contented Now. The gray working forward and trying to get over a little closer to the rail. As they move around that turn, Heroic Deed is in between rivals. And they're followed by Rip It down inside, only 5.5 from the front. Then Cup Match. Followed by Popping Racing back of the pack with Iron Pearls and Clever Bob trailing the field. Last now some 14 lengths off the pace up ahead. Cosmicality going on. Cosmicality sets the tempo. The opening quarter 23.69. Leads Anti-Poison about a length. The outside is Honey Island in third and Ballyhoo Prince well settled in fourth. Then Heroic Deed and Ribbit on the inside and Cup Match down inside trying to work through. Next is Contented Now. He's got 6 to make up heading into the far turn. Iron Pearls trying to rally on the inside there of Popping, and trailing the field is Clever Bob, half mile 48.20. Around the far turn, Cosmicality from Anti-Poison, 3 parts of a length. Ballyhoo Prince, Honey Island is in fourth. His Cup Match is working on the inside there, fifth for a little more, still has 6 or 7 to make up. Contented Now has dropped out to last, not firing. Anti-Poison top of the stretch. Anti-Poison and Cosmicality head to head for that final furlong. Anti-Poison, Cosmicality, Ballyhoo Prince has 5 to make up. Less than a furlong to go now, and Cosmicality fighting with Anti-Poison. Ballyhoo Prince taken to the outside of that pair and coming with a late run, but will it be too late? It's too late to catch Cosmicality. Cosmicality in Toledo to win it. Ballyhoo Prince was Anti-Poison was third, and then it was back to Rip It and Iron Pearl. Minute 39:40. In there off, Sublimity, sharp beginning to the front, don't baggage check, moving forward on the inside, and Shack's Hidden Gem mixing it up in the early pace in between horses as they run past the 5 furlong mucker. Length and a half, 8 Oaks is right off of speed now. Sacred Lady on the inside of the blue colors, followed by Congress Hall, and Glory March is in the back. Sublimity, don't baggage check, the 2 pacemakers, they duel together into the far turn from Shack's Hidden Gem. 8 Oaks in a good spot there from 4th, and Sacred Lady is 5th on the inside. Congress Hall is next, and about 8 or 9 more back in Glory March. Opening quarter sharp was 22.83. Sublimity shakes loose of the speed. Here's 8 Oaks on the outside, firing up into second. Shack's Hidden Gem is now third. Don't baggage check backs off there in 4th, and Sacred Lady extreme outside is Congress Hall. Half mile in 46.51, and it's Sublimity in front from 8 Oaks is trying to get by 1 more furlong, and Sublimity is digging. Sublimity in front from 8 Oaks, and here's Sacred Lady on the outside trying to charge hard to the second spot. It's Sublimity. Sublimity, and the photo for second, I believe, goes to Sacred Lady over 8 Oaks, and then Congress Hall is Shack's Hidden Gem. And they're off. Holloway in solid order. Epic Idea is going to the lead. Epic Idea from Betcha by Golly, I Love You, and Speed Lane will take back in between horses, brushing in the pink silks on the outside. Bucky's Charm and Proper Storm is in the back. So on to the first turn they roll, and it's a slow pace of Epic Idea, slowing them right down from Betcha by Golly. Speed Lane's on the outside in the clear in third, and I Love You down inside in fourth, just two off the lead, and a handy fourth too. They're followed by Brushing, and on the inside is Bucky's Charm and Proper Storm. Only 6 lengths covers front to back. Betcha by Golly to engage Epic Idea, and Speed Lane on hold on the outside. The opening quarter went in 25.48. In the meantime, I Love You's got run there from fourth, just 2.5 from the front, followed by Brushing, then Bucky's Charm and Proper Storm. Half mile went in 50.73. On this good-going, Epic Idea battles back with Betcha by Golly on the outside. Speed Lane remains poised out of the clear in third position, and I Love You just waiting in behind them from fourth. 3 more lengths and Proper Storm trying to advance from the back, and Bucky's Charm and Brushing drops out to last. Quarter to go at Pimlico. Betcha by Golly, Speed Lane, Epic Idea, I Love You just in behind the leaders now. I Love You's given the cue. Try to find a bit of racing room there. Just about a furlong left to go. Epic Idea, Betcha by Golly. Now I Love You. I Love You surging to daylight. I Love You let loose by Carol Cedeno. And it was just a matter of time. I Love You gets clear. I Love You going away from Betcha by Golly, Speed Lane, Epic Idea, Proper Storm. I Love You. And they're off. Hufflepuff and a hustled Fancy Princess out for early speed. Lambeau Lady and Brewster Flats there on the outside, up close. 2 behind the couch. Races 5th off the Quartet Tam Char. Will have to come from just off of it. 3 lengths off of Hufflepuff, the leader. And Devilish Affair in the back of the pack, though only 6 lengths covers front to back. Hufflepuff mixing it up with Fancy Princess and Lambeau Lady 3 wide. Tam Char is 4th while saving ground, and behind the couch is in 5th. Brewster Flats coming under pressure, drops to 2nd last position, and Devilish Affair is last. Round that far turn, Hufflepuff and Fancy Princess and Lambeau Lady 3 in a line. After a sharp opening quarter, 23.12 behind the couch. Just in behind the leaders. And Tam Char's the gray down to the rail. Top of the stretch now. Quarter to go at Pimlico. The half mile, 46.49. Wide open Affair. Here comes behind the couch on the outside. Hufflepuff is digging down. Fancy Princess is there from dead last. Devilish Affair. Tam Char's down to the inside. Trying to get a share. But here's behind the the couch. Behind the couch breaks away from them. Behind the couch going away. Behind the couch to win. Behind the couch 5-1 to start the pick six. Devil Chauffeur, then Hufflepuff, and then Fancy Princess and Tamchar. Off in the Jamila. Can the Queen of Beach Soda begin? Introduced has Speed Soda's Quiet Company there. And now Can the Queen, who broke a bit awkwardly, is moving up on the inside to contest the pace. Spun Glass. Carolina Ice is in fifth. Air followed on the outside by Elenation. And last is Dendrobia, only 7 from the front. So it is Can the Queen, Quiet Company, introduced 3 wide. Spun Glass is keeping up on the far outside, 4 deep. And back to next, Elenation. Elenation is now 5th and within 3 of the lead. Carolina Ice on the inside and Dendrobia trailing the field. It is Can the Queen on the inside, turning home a narrow lead. Quiet Company accompanies alongside. Spun Glass on the extreme outside. And now in between horses, Elenation trying to get going on the far outside. Dendrobia's even got a shot coming widest of them all. Dendrobia way out in the center of the course. Dendrobia far outside, narrow lead. Can the Queen in between horses. Elenation forging through. Quiet Company. Dendrobia one final try. Elenation from Dendrobia. Quiet Company in a wild finish with Can the Queen. And they're off in the concern. Singlino and Sibelius, Mighty Mischief from the rail up there too. The outside is Roderick moving up into fourth, and 3-2 Zone is trying to get involved with some pace as well, and always in a hurry. Mighty Mischief has a bit of company from Sibelius on the outside. Roderick is advanced up into third position. 3-2 Zone right there, making four right across, and always in a hurry. And Singlino is last, heading into the far turn run. 5 lengths will cover them. Roderick testing Mighty Mischief, a 22.97 opening quarter mile, always in a hurry. Just in behind him at the rail, just 2 lengths from the front. 3-2 Zone is next, and Singlino. Sibelius has dropped back. Top of the stretch now, where it's Mighty Mischief leading the way. Mighty Mischief tries to turn back Roderick and does so, always in a hurry. Tips off the inside. 3-2 Zone to the center of the tracks now into third position, and Singlino. Here's always in a hurry. Testing Mighty Mischief. Mighty Mischief always in a hurry. Always in a hurry. He's put away Mighty Mischief and is going away under Jorge Ruiz, for a riding triple for Ruiz, always in a hurry, hurrying on home in the Concern Stakes to win by 4. Flashy lengths from Mighty Mischief, 3-2 Zone and Singlino. They're off of the Caesar's Wish Stakes. Artful Splatter out first. Gracetown from the rail, His Glory, and Sweet Sammy D on the chase of between horses. And here's Mrs. Orb, the favorite, on the outside into the first turn, run about the 3-path. It's Suggestive Honor racing back of the pack, and Trolley Ride trailing some 10 off the pace. Round that turn they go, past the 7-ace pole. Artful Splatter leads the way, length and change in front from His Glory in second, together 5, and Sweet Sammy D. Mrs. Orb, the favorite, is 4th, and chasing some 7 off that pacemaker. And back to Gracetown, Suggestive Honor, and Trolley Ride 7th and last. The pace has been sharp. The opening quarter went 23.52, so 5 furlongs from home. Artful Splatter, the Grace, showing the way. A length and a half from His Glory, second, another 4 to Sweet Sammy D. Mrs. Orb still at an even pace, heading for the far turn run. On the outside is Trolley Ride trying to advance to the back of the pack. Then Gracetown and Suggestive Honor. Half mile, 46.63. Round that far turn, Artful Splatter's been moving right along the whole way, still going a good clip. His Glory's been in pursuit throughout. Trolley Ride's made a lot of ground for the back of the pack and is moving up stoutly on the outside. Trolley Ride now within 3 of that leader. Mrs. Orb is right there in 4th with a chance. Top of the stretch, they make the turn for home, and the Caesar's Wish. Artful Splatter, Trolley Ride. His Glory in between horses. Mrs. Orb is switched to the far outside, and Sweet Sammy D extreme outside trying to get a share. Here's Trolley Ride at the top. Trolley Ride, Mrs. Orb for the final furlong. Trolley Ride and Mrs. Orb closing in in with each and every stride. Mrs. Orb, it's Trolley Ride second now, and Mrs. Orb will get the job done under Horatio Caramanus while fighting Trolley Rod, who gave all second. Sweet Sammy D was third. Artful Splatter fourth. His Glory fifth. Minute 44. Pawn. Lined up. Off of the light, the fuse. Chateau very fast. Yaupon on the outside, sent up two. And Lakai is hustled up there, but just outkicked by Chateau and Yaupon. Last is Whiskey New, fourth of the four. Chateau trying to get away from Yaupon, is on the chase now. And Lakai is settled in third position, about 3 off the speed. And Whiskey New trailing the field. Chateau rolls on for the far turn in the light. The fuse stakes has a 2-length lead on Yaupon, and Lakai down inside in third position. 2 more lengths to Whiskey New. Quarter mile 22.86. Chateau, Yaupon, Lakai down to the inside, trying to rev up now with a run. It's another 4 lengths back, and Whiskey and You trailing the field. Midpoint of the turn, Chateau is the leader. Lakai trying to kick from in between horses, take it off the inside. Yaupon on the outside, 3 deep in third, and Whiskey and You is fourth. Half mile 45.49. Chateau, Yaupon on the outside reaching, and so too Lakai in between horses. But here is Yaupon. Yaupon's coming through in the final furlong from Chateau second. Riders lost a stick there on Chateau. Now Lakai now moves to second. And here is Yaupon. Yaupon to score by 2 lengths in the light the fuse. Lakai was second and Chateau was third. A minute 9.42. in the rough. Artista just a beat slow to begin there. One More Factor, the gray shooting over the lead with Crack the Safe on the inside. Crack the Safe and One More Factor knocking heads early. Hair of the Dog right there. A close third to the outside. Raven, Rahi, Leave 'em loaded is in between horses. Gleaming Sword is tugging along there. A bit tough to handle. 4.5 from the front. Now finds a spot down to the inside. Divine Proportion is next as they charge for the far turn. Smitten Enough is next and Lost Uncle in tight in between horses. Virginia Fib second to last position and Artista trailing the field. They race to the top of the stretch now. Crack the Safe inside. One More Factor, the gray right alongside there as they turn in. It is on the inside to Crack the Safe just in front. Now here's Gleaming Sword is out of the clear trying to run on from third position. Hair of the Dog is in fourth and Divine Proportion trying to weave through some traffic on the outside. Smitten Enough. Gleaming Sword trying to strike the lead there from Crack the Safe who's determined on the inside. Gleaming Sword, Crack the Safe, Smitten Enough on the outside. Photo finish. Crack the Safe. Crack the Safe. Gleaming Sword. Smitten Enough. And next was Divine Proportion, and maybe Leave 'em loaded to the picture with Virginia Fib and Artista.